Oh hey, didn't see you there. How's it going? Welcome to the Tay vlog. We're glad that you could tune in and join us today. At first we were going to do a vlog on what staying at home all week looks like, but we're finding out more and more that every day is going to pretty much look the same. And so if there's anything that you want us to film on the extra, feel free to shoot us a comment or message us, and we're happy to kind of give you a little laugh here and there. Meanwhile, I can talk through what our average day looks like. So here we go. So normally in our household, what we like to do is to start off our mornings with a cup of coffee and some breakfast. What are you up to?
Just thinking coffee.
So I'm thinking about vlogging just an average day for us. Is that all right with you?
Yeah.
Cool.
Sure.
Over this next week, what we'll probably do is film our coffee recipes and our breakfast recipes. They're nothing exceptional, they're just simple things that we like to do, but maybe that'll give you inspiration to do more cooking at home. This morning, what I thought I would do is get my hair cut a little bit. I like to cut my hair probably once a week. I know it's a lot, but it's very therapeutic for me. And so I want to just get the sides really short so it feels nice and fuzzy, and I don't like it kind of feeling long. So that's me. We're gonna get started. And Candice is going to be working from home, so she's got herself occupied, whereas I'm going to try to find myself busy and not get in her way for the day. See ya. So I was just thinking that since most of us can't go into our usual hair places anymore, maybe I'll do a little tutorial on how to cut your hair. It's not super hard. You will make a few mistakes in the beginning if you've done it before. I would not recommend cutting your significant other's hair. I've tried it, it doesn't work. We've been there, done that. So maybe just test on yourself. All right, so normally around this time of the day, I'd normally be out and seeing patients as a physiotherapist, but right now I've got no work. So because of that, what we're gonna do is catch up on some paperwork, some emails, some patient notes, things like that. So let's get to it. What are you up to?
Eating some beef jerky. And I'm making iced tea.
Ooh, yummy.
It's leftover from yesterday. Want some?
Yeah. Yum.
Bubble tea. I wish I had tapioca. Mix it up. It just tastes like beef jerky right now.
All right, so it's lunch break. Any requests, Candice?
Noodles? What do you mean?
Okay, good talk. We're just gonna make noodles then. Okay, so noodles are a really easy meal to make for lunch just because it doesn't take a lot of ingredients. It's really just, sorry for the noise, it's just water, noodles, a protein, some veggies, and either a stock or like a soy bean paste type of, like a miso soup kind of base. And so we'll just get the water going and see how we go. All right, so we'll see you when this starts to take a bit more character. So lately we've been using kimchi because it's kind of like a non-perishable, but we felt that it would be best to keep in the fridge while we go through this season. So this is just some tofu. Just gonna get some protein in there. Also relatively non-perishable, so it's pretty good to have. So I normally like to make the ingredients first and then toss in the noodles so that they don't get soggy. So I'm gonna grab out all of the ingredients and then toss in the noodles and we should be done. It's a quick, easy meal. So this one is one of our favorite ramens. It's a frozen one, so you can always keep it in your freezer for long periods of time without it getting all gross and stuff like that. So we're just gonna chuck it in now. It doesn't need a whole lot of time. It just needs probably about a minute or so, maybe a minute, 2 minutes, and then we just top it off with an egg, the broth, and we're good for lunch. All right, so I'm gonna just see if I can do the rest using one hand so you can see what I'm up to. So first, egg, right? Eggy goes on top, that's one. And then number two, That's it. And then what we'll do is just pour some of the broth on top. Hot, 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 hot. All right, lunchtime.
Why, thank you, kind sir.
All right, so we don't have much space for eating just because Candice has claimed the dining table as her workstation for the next little while. So what we're gonna do is just eat on our little makeshift counter space, and that's gonna be lunch.
Can't forget the sesame seeds. I love adding sesame seeds. Which one's mine? This one?
Yeah,
Do you want?
that's good.
Yummy. Do it for the gram. Ew. Can't believe I just said that.
I feel like this is one of our go-to meals. We at least eat once a week.
Tuesday nights before small group. It's so good.
And so simple. Myth, truth, true or false? When you slurp, it's an appreciation to the chef.
Or no, it's like showing that the food is yummy.
Yeah.
In Japan.
In Japan.
I don't know about.
I don't actually know if that's
Is that true?
what I'm saying. I'm asking our audience, true or false.
That's what my dad told me.
I mean, I feel like these type of sayings get passed on from generation to generation, but I've never actually verified that. Maybe Google will tell me, but
Hey Google.
we don't have a Google.
I know. Sorry, Alexa.
That's right.
Ew, that was so unnecessary.
All right, so I promise I'm still social distancing. Promise I'm still I can't say that word. Social distancing, but I am.
Slippers.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear slippers because
Winter jacket.
yes, yes. This is what she's looking at. I'm not gone for long, and I'm just running a quick errand. I have to pick up suits for a wedding that may or may not happen. So I will see you in a bit. Bye.
Bye.
So I'm gonna quickly shoot him a text. I'm gonna see if I can quickly just make the exchange, and he knows I'm not gonna be saying hi or chit-chatting or anything like that. We're just gonna do a quick exchange, and then I'll be out of here, and then I'll see you guys at home. Hey,
Hey.
did you already do your exercise for today?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go do some for myself now.
Okay. Have fun.
Bye. All right, so we're gonna do a small space home workout because gyms are closed and we live in a relatively small space. Don't want to jump around too much, but try to activate muscles as much as we can to stay strong while we're at home and kind of maintain our immune system as well. So let's see what we can come up with, okay? All right, so the first thing we're gonna start off with is a push-up. And I love starting with push-ups. It just gets the blood flowing for me, and also what we can do is add a band if it's a little easy for you to do regular. What I would suggest is that you can either do wide grip, closed grip, or diamond. I find that based on research that the diamond does get the most activation for the chest as well as your triceps. So we're gonna give that a try. It sucks, but we'll give it a go. All right, so the next thing we're gonna work on is a little bit of the core as well as the shoulders, a bit of stability, because I've hurt my shoulder in the past before, so it's always a good thing to work a little bit on the little muscles rather than just the larger muscles. Here we go. To make it a little harder for stability, we're gonna use one arm to hold the ball. Alright, so the next thing we're going to be doing are some squats. Squats involve our legs, and our legs involve our big muscles in our body. And so anytime you use the big muscles in your body to exercise and to move, you have a better potential to move and use those big muscles to burn off excess calories, as well as just to stay stronger in general. Now, I like to use a band around my knees, as that forces my glutes to fire a little bit more, as well as adding a bit of extra weight. Now, if you don't have a ball like this, you can always carry a backpack, or you can use a pot or a cast iron pan or something like that, okay? Alright, so just a disclaimer, I'm not showing you all the sets and reps that I'm doing. Everyone's gonna be a little different. If you use weights normally, you're gonna have to up your reps by quite a bit, because ultimately your muscles will only grow if you challenge them. And so you're gonna need to set a rep scheme where you're pretty much training to failure. Obviously not every set, but by the end of your workout, you need to feel pretty spent, which I am right now. All right, so in keeping theme with using our larger muscles to get some stimulus in our legs and our larger muscles, we're gonna do one more leg exercise. And this one, you're gonna need either a sliding disc, or if you don't have one, feel free to grab a sock or something slippery on your carpet or ground. All right, so this last one, all you need is either your towel or your disc or a sock, whichever you prefer. This one's gonna target the back of your legs, your hamstrings. This one really sucks, so let's just see how we go. Sorry, your toes off the ground and your heels digging in. All right, so we haven't done shoulders or back yet, and we're getting to that right now. The first thing we're going to be doing is for our shoulders. You're going to either use a band or free weights, whatever you have at home, and get creative. What I want to show you is how to do it and then what not to do so that you prevent injury, okay? So you do want to upright row and externally rotate as if you're pulling something into this position. You don't want to let your elbow get higher than your wrist, because that'll cause you to crank on that shoulder. And if you have problems with your shoulder, that's going to hurt. And if you don't have problems yet, that's going to create problems. Now, the second beneficial thing about this exercise is that when you strengthen your big muscles like your shoulders, then the ones around your neck that are always tight when you're working from home, they're gonna learn to let go a little bit because your big muscles are strong enough to withstand the stress of the day. Okay, so here we go. Always think about good posture. You don't wanna be out here, you wanna be chest forward. Now, don't worry if you don't have a thick band or a heavy weight, just do more reps or make them harder by doing them slower. All right, so we're saving the best for last. We're gonna be doing our back muscles as our final exercise today. Now this one requires me to get in Candice's way just a little bit. So hopefully I'm not in her way completely and she can still continue to work because she's working really hard. Now I'm pretty sure there is a better way to do this. However, it's the only way I can think of right now, so you'll have to bear with me. I'm going to be using that ledge of the table in order to pull myself off the ground, and that's a way to work your back muscles. So here we go. This is kind of absurd. So right now it's about 5:50 and Candice usually finishes work at 6. So what that means is I like to get dinner started earlier because I like to eat earlier. So I'm not gonna wait for her. We're gonna just get started and we're gonna make some pasta tonight because it's the easy thing to do. Behind me, there's quite a few ingredients. Don't worry, most households have these things. Carrots, onions, garlic, got some ground pork from the butcher. So let's go support your local butcher, grab some good meat. And then what we'll do is cook the vegetables first, cook all the meat second, pasta in at the same time, put it all together. That's all, really.
While JT's cooking, I thought it'd be fun to share some of our favorite kitchen swaps. The first one has to be beeswax wraps. They are a really great swap for cling wrap. These two designs are from Ten & Co, and this one is from Avigo. They're both Canadian companies. We also really like Swedish dishcloths, which are really sturdy, and we use them as dish rags, and they're a really great swap for paper towels. The last one would be upcycled jars. So this one's from a salad dressing. I don't remember what this one's from, but basically whenever we have jars, like we finish everything in the container, we just rinse it out and then we can reuse it. So this one's great for any homemade salad dressings, and this one is good for literally anything. Bonus round, stasher bags. We've got the meat in and the veggies and the sauce.
I added a couple of Asian ingredients, so soy sauce and oyster sauce, just to give it a little bit of that Asian flavor.
Going on an adventure
Down the street.
down the street. We're going to get the mail. That's it.
So ugly.
To prove we went outside. All right, let's make a guess. Do we have mail or do we not have mail?
Mail. No mail! Actually, nothing. Not
Disappointing.
even junk.
That's it, I think. Feels like there was a lot of content. Candice feels like we did nothing today. I feel like we did a lot of things today. It's getting late, and so Candice is prepping us some oranges. That's an adventure. I think we're gonna call it a night. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully we have some more fun things to share with you. I think this is very fun.
I think it's fun. What are you trying to do?
And maybe we'll see you tomorrow, and it'll probably be the exact same. All right, bye.